like to thank Babbel, one of the top language learning apps in the world, for sponsoring this video. There's a special 60% off link below. Many of you know my affinity for Italy, and after returning from Sicily last fall, I began attacking the Italian language with a renewed fervor. Let me know in the comments which language you're wanting to learn. The Italian phrase I want to teach you today is vorresti fare colazione. Would you like breakfast? We'll get to breakfast soon. Babbel makes it possible for me to practice my Italian at home or on the go at any time of day so that when I return to Italy, I'm able to communicate simply and effectively. One of the biggest challenges of learning Italian is not being around native speakers in my daily life, but with Babbel's intimate classes that are taught by native speakers, I get to join in, practice, and hear from native speakers directly in real-life conversations. You can get 60% off your Babbel subscription by using the link below this video. They offer you a 20-day money-back guarantee, and this is scientifically proven to help you start speaking a new language in just 3 weeks. Good morning, my friends. Welcome back to the cottage kitchen at the Elliott homestead. We've already had a fairly productive and lovely morning. We've had our coffee, we've studied our Italian, we've gone outside, we've snuggled the babies. It's been beautiful. But now they're hungry. They're reading in their rooms right now. And I wanted to share with you a recipe that I should have shared a really long time ago, which is our family's puff pancake. This goes by many names: Dutch baby pancakes. That's the only one I can think of right now because I'm not caffeinated enough. But I have probably made this dish 1,000 times for my kids. And every time I make it, they love it. What I really love about it is that it uses up a lot of eggs and it's packed full of protein. So it's not like giving yourself this crazy sugar rush at the beginning of the day. This is real sustenance that sort of sticks with you through the morning. And we have a day of gardening here, and I really want to enjoy it and not be spending too much time coming back to the house for food. So first up, you can use a cast iron skillet or really any pan you've had. I make this so many different ways, but you want to preheat it. So my oven's really hot, like 425 degrees, and I'm gonna let that pan preheat for a little while I mix it up. So truth be told, I don't just make this because my kids like it. I make it because it's really, really, really simple to make. You just need a blender. You can do it by hand with a whisk, but it's a little bit harder, especially if you're using einkorn flour. So this is a high protein flour in and of itself, and I'm using about a cup. It doesn't need to be super precise. There you go. 1.5 cups of a full fat milk. This is a local raw milk that we get. We're so close to being in milk again, and I just can't wait. And then 1/4 cup of a sweetener: honey, brown sugar, maple syrup, maple sugar, whatever. I maybe even use a little bit less than that, just a little bit. And then pinch sea salt and eggs. This is a really good time for me to use up duck eggs because they have a little bit of a different texture and a little bit of a different flavor that my kids don't really like just as plain eggs, like a fried egg. So I can tell the difference. I don't know if you can tell the difference. They have a little bit of a different opacity to them. But once it's in a baked good, you can't really tell. And duck eggs are really great for, this one's broken open. We'll use that. There's another duck one. The eggs are a lot thicker too. My ducks are actually broody right now. I have 2 ducks that are sitting on about 40 eggs. So I'm really excited to see if they hatch them. All right, we're gonna add a dozen eggs. If you're buying your eggs, it might seem a little expensive, but then when you think, oh, maybe you bought your eggs for $5 a dozen, and with such minimal ingredients added, that's really not a bad price for a breakfast for 6. I've totally lost count of how many eggs I've done. 1, 2, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. One more. Okay, we're just gonna stick this on and whiz it super fast until it's really nice and fluffy. The only thing that's left to do is to add some butter to our hot pan. You're going to want to add anywhere between 2 and 6 or 10 tablespoons. I mean, it's just beautiful butter that melts down and your puff pancake cooks in it. So add however much you like, but a few tablespoons will do it. This will prevent the puff pancake from sticking to the pan. So once that butter is melted, then we can just pour in our puff pancake mixture. While it melts, I'm going to do a little cleanup. Okay, butter's melted. Literally all we have to do now is pour it into that hot pan. I'm going to give it a little bit of a shake just to make sure there's butter on the whole bottom, and then pour it in. In just about 10 or 15 minutes, this is going to rise up, get huge, puff up, and be perfect for breakfast. Huge, puff up, and be perfect for breakfast.